All that is chemistry. The context. Chemistry is first and foremost a science. To the point, the cardinal mistake in chemistry education is that molecular chemistry is too chemistrish. The means, bonds, and equations becomes the end in chemistry education. In textbooks and teaching, there is no exploration of the need for a worldview, knowledge, and lens to know nature, which is not explained by physics and biology. And for that to happen, chemistry must be studied as a science, the way physics and biology must be studied. That means biologically describing the observations, experiences, and simulations or experiments of the infinite aspects of nature. It may be added that the description can be wholly mathematical, part mathematical, or wholly use natural language. More mathematize the description, more confidence in its specificity. Of course, science education as a whole is impaired cause of anxiety, does not help make sense of the world. Only a bit fraction of humankind can really apply science to develop new technologies. We end up cramming up its century-old laws and concepts instead of appreciating the sea that is science, the study, and how it permeates every bit of our lives, present, past, and future, on Earth and beyond. We have failed to connect science with resources pool that is the Earth, and how that limits and expands our existence, our progress, challenges, and solutions to needs and challenges. How technologies, engineering, research, innovation, and above all, the ever-expanding, proven true knowledge of possibilities inform our dreams and endeavors. The lessons in distinguishing discovery, invention, and innovation is trivialized. Science as the limit of technology is alien to education. No less the heady and the humbling integrity that is in the exploration and discovery of science is not even in the air or textbooks and teaching. How no strand of scientific knowledge. The integrity of science is best displayed in biology. Biology is quite the physics and chemistry in action in living beings. The known and the unknown physics and chemistry works in 100% tandem to keep us alive. Chemistry, as a science, has a lot in common with physics and biology. There is a very distinctive DNA of all that is science. Induced science anxiety. We fear science and get anxious by the mere thought, not because it is too vast or a challenging domain of knowledge, but because we have divorced it from reality. The way science is taught in schools takes the soul out of it and reduces it to classrooms, lectures, books, images, animations, parroted answers, parroted answers in exams. The fear and anxiety emanating from the thought of learning science breed antipathy towards the subject as a whole. However, learning science is non-negotiable in times of a highly sci-tech world. Science is, in fact, the easiest to interpret because it is being played out right in front of our eyes, unlike the other domains. It just needs the observant eyes of the beholder. Water always forms droplets, the sun always rises from the east, photosynthesis is a process common to all plants, and the blood of most living beings is red. However, the closest science education gets to nature, the natural contexts, is experiments in the labs. The significance of experiments in the discovery is very different. Experiments are conducted to validate or deny observations, experiences, or hypothesizes, to be precise. This is unlike schools, where experiments are the start and end of the semblance of nature. It should not surprise that this distortion in science education would cause anxiety, a loss of control over understanding and learning. The scientific realities remain. We can overlook and let encoded practices help us deal with natural flow of things. For example, we learn about hot water rising to the top of a bucket when mixed with cold water. And it is myopic to think that careers in technology, research, and innovation need scientific competence. Art, music, sports, even sci-fi storytelling gains by scientific know-how. Science anxiety is unnatural and unacceptable. Chemistry is responsible for the changes around us. The very minor natural ones like milk curdling, leaves wilting, or a substance catching fire can be explained if we have an understanding of chemistry. So much so that the changes in our emotions like love, anger, and envy are also due to the stimulation of chemical compounds present in our body, known as chemical messengers. The release of these chemical messengers results in the expression of various emotions, such as the sensation of love and fear, causing an increase in heartbeat, sweating, and butterflies in the stomach. Indeed, the feeling of love is not generated by the heart, but rather by the chemical messengers produced in the body that makes us feel the love for something or some persons. Our history, too, is evidence of the fact that even without the explicit knowledge of chemicals, the strings of this subject. The preparation of herbal remedies, the invention of bronze, winemaking, and many more are a pivotal part of chemistry and its world. The study of chemistry is the study of change or non-change of objects around us. To be precise, it is the study of non-living objects, as the study of living objects is the domain of biology. Chemistry is responsible for the changes around us. Every change, even the very minor natural ones like milk curdling, can be explained if we have an understanding of chemistry. So much so that the changes in our emotions like love, anger, and envy are also due to the stimulation of chemical compounds present in our body, known as chemical messengers. The release of these chemical messengers results in the expression of various emotions, such as the sensation of love and fear, causing an increase in heartbeat, sweating, and butterflies in the stomach. Indeed, the feeling of love is not generated by the heart, but rather by the that makes us feel the love for something or some persons. Our history, too, is evidence of the fact that even without the explicit knowledge of chemicals, we were interwoven into the strings of this subject. The preparation of herbal remedies, the invention of bronze, winemaking, and many more are a pivotal part of chemistry and its world. The study of chemistry is the study of change or non-change of objects around us. To be precise, it is the study of non-living objects, as the study of living objects is the domain of biology. Chemistry is all around us. Chemicals are present everywhere around us. We are made up of chemicals. We wear them, construct them, eat them, and even breathe them. Atoms and molecules constitute every particular thing that we can observe, touch, or feel. The real-life examples of chemistry are endless. Formation of plastic is chemistry. Strength of plastics, durability and strength, is a result of the variation induced in the structure of electrons of constituting atoms. Plastic is a chemical material whose molecules are very long and made of carbon-containing molecules. Plants also make chemicals. The process of food production in plants is known as photosynthesis. It is actually a chemical reaction between two very simple materials, carbon dioxide and water, using an energy source that is sunlight. The output of the reaction is an energy-supplying compound called glucose. The energy provided by the sun transforms the electronic behavior in carbon and water particles into glucose, along with the oxygen gas. Photosynthesis is the most useful chemical reaction for human existence as it is the primary source of production of food, glucose. Vibrant colors of flowers, vegetables, and fruits. While the shapes and sizes of flowers make them beautiful, it is their color. The colors are due to pigments in the flowers as well as vegetable and fruits. And the fewer the pigments, the lighter the color. Anthocyanins and carotenoids are the main sources of color, and both are big molecules of carbon. At the end of it all, chemicals cure our sickness. For instance, antibiotics kill bacteria by destroying the bacterial cell wall. The cell walls support a diverse range of chemical and biological processes. Even the more natural medicines, such as Ayurveda, are about using the chemical properties of metals and minerals to balance their presence in our body. Onion tears. While cutting onions, we usually feel irritation in our eyes and eventually get teary-eyed. It is all chemical. A material present in onions is volatile, meaning it easily vaporizes and floats up to our eyes. The tears in our eyes because of the irritation in the glands in the eyes, triggered by the vaporized material. We design new materials because of chemistry. Not only is the apparent behavior of things rooted in their chemical nature, millions of new materials are also real due to chemistry. The knowledge of electronic behavior of the atoms and molecules of known things has enabled us to create atoms or elements. The first element synthesized in the laboratory instead of being discovered in nature was technetium in 1907. Later, we discovered it in the waste products of uranium nuclear fuel. Thank you.